All right, guys, the three trigonometric ratios. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit abstract first, but it's important. Um, when you're looking at a right triangle, there are three ratios that you can talk about, which is the sine, cosine, and tangent. Now, to really understand what sine, cosine, and tangent are, sine, cosine, and tangent are ratios. They're ratios between sides, two sides. So if I'm looking at an angle like this, I've got to be able to identify when I'm talking about sine, cosine of an angle, I need to identify the angle. And then within the right triangle, I need to determine three things. I need to determine what's the length of the hypotenuse, what's the length of the opposite side, and what's the length of the adjacent side. Now, the two that seem to get confused most often are opposite and adjacent and hypotenuse. So we're going to make sure we understand that when we label them, there's always a method. Okay. So I have two triangles here that are the same. Triangle ABC. The only thing that's different is, I'm kind of indicating angle B on this side. There's angle B. We're indicating angle A on this one. Okay. Now you'll notice that with angle A, if I put my finger on it, I cover up these two sides, and the one that I'm not touching, that's my opposite. Okay. The hypotenuse is the long side; it's always opposite the 90-degree angle, and the adjacent's what's left over. So when I'm labeling these things myself, when I do this, I would label that O, then I label my H, and then I label my A. Okay. With angle B, however, it switches. You see that the angle that's opposite, the side that's opposite angle B is this one. So that becomes my O. My hypotenuse is the same. Oops. And my adjacent becomes that one. So you'll see that the opposite and adjacent kind of switch around. So for triangle A and B, the comparison is that the hypotenuse is the same. The opposite and adjacent switch sides. So let's talk about when we say trigonometric ratios, what are they? A trigonometric ratio is the sine, cosine, and tangent. Now sine, you'll see that abbreviated as SIN. Cosine, you'll see that abbreviated as COS. And tangent, you'll see abbreviated as TAN. This is on any scientific calculator. So if you've ever wondered what those things are, that's this. There's a method that we can use. It's called SOHCAHTOA. Kind of sounds like a chant or something that you would say at camp. But SOHCAHTOA, so, S-O-H, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, ka, is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. So you see what we have here? Whenever you do this, I want you to write that out. SOHCAHTOA in exactly that form. SOHCAHTOA. And when you write that out and you know that, then you know what the ratios are. It's right here. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, etc. So it's important that we do that. Okay? Because we're going to look at a couple of examples. Let's see how we would actually put this into effect. Okay? So I'm looking at an angle here. It says, what's sine P? So here's my angle P. I'm going to just designate that. And I need to, before I even start over here with the sine, cosine, and tangent, I need to label my sides. Okay? So here's angle P. The one that's looking across from angle P is my opposite. So that's my opposite. The one that's looking across from the 90-degree angle, that's the hypotenuse. Okay? Usually I can just use opposite, like the letter OPP, or I can just use a capital letter O. Okay? It doesn't really matter. And then when I have the opposite and hypotenuse done, the adjacent's the leftover. Okay? So setting up my sine, opposite over hypotenuse. So it's a fraction. My opposite side is 16. My hypotenuse is 20. Okay? For cosine, the cosine of angle P is my adjacent side is 12. My hypotenuse is 20. And finally, for the other one, the tangent, that would be opposite over adjacent. So that would be 16 divided by 12. Okay? Now you can actually simplify these ratios. 16 over 20 simplifies to 4 over 5. It also simplifies to, you can put it as a decimal, 0.8. 12 over 20 is 3 over 5. Or as a decimal, it's 0.6. And 16 over 12 becomes 4 over 3. As a decimal, that becomes 1 point, that's 3 repeating. So we usually like to stop here. We like to leave them as fractional ratios. Okay? Let's look what happens when we look at the other angle, angle Q. Okay? So with angle Q, we have, this becomes our opposite. Our hypotenuse is the same, and our adjacent's this one. Okay? So for sine, that's opposite over hypotenuse, right? So that's 12 over 20. Cosine, it's adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 16 over 20. And finally, for tangent, it's opposite over adjacent, which in this case would be 12 over 16. So you'll see what happens here is they change from angle P to angle Q. And in fact, they kind of do a little bit of a switch here. Okay? So sine of Q is 3 over 5. Cosine of Q simplifies to 4 over 5. And tangent simplifies to 3 over 4. So what we notice here is the sine of Q and cosine Q switch with the sine and P, cosine and sine of P. And the tangent is the reciprocal. Okay? That happens every time. One little note, you can calculate the sine of a right angle, a 90-degree angle, but you don't use right triangle trigonometry. It's a little bit different. You will learn about that in pre-calculus. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. We're trying to find the sine of an angle A and the sine of angle B. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to start off with angle A. I'm going to label my sides opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. And my ratios are fractions, right? Sine is opposite, which is 8, divided by hypotenuse, which is 17. Cosine's adjacent, which is 15, divided by hypotenuse, which is also 17. And finally, tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is 8 over 15. Okay? I'm going to change colors here, because let's look at what happens when I take an angle B. All right? So angle B, now what happens with this one is angle B, my hypotenuse is the same. So it's red now. But this is no longer my opposite. This is adjacent. This is my opposite. And this is my adjacent. Okay? My opposite and adjacent switch. So for sine B, my opposite is 15. My hypotenuse is 17. For cosine B, my adjacent is 8. My hypotenuse is 17. And for my tangent, it's a switch. It's 15 over 8. Opposite, 15 over 8, adjacent. So you'll notice that the cosine and sine switch from angle A to angle B, and the tangent actually becomes the reciprocal. So there's like a switch here. You can see how these values switch. You can see how the numerator and denominators on this one switch. So that does happen with these trig ratios. Okay? I hope that's illuminating a look at what happens with this. We have a really quick exit ticket about this. It's on, so please just answer the questions when you're done.